water that is free from impurities, bacteria, parasites, and heavy metals is not only necessary, but an essential ingredient for maintaining human health. So far, so good, and everyone seems to be in agreement. But in the face of something so important to life everywhere in the world, there are fields of activity that aim to enhance water to transform it into a food capable of improving everyone's life. There are many studies and research projects taking place around the world to achieve this goal. As in every movement of this nature, many are scientifically correct, but others have become vehicles for marketing strategies. That is, pure marketing to drive commercial strategies. This is what happened with so-called alkaline water, which came to be hailed by some as the water of life. But what lies behind that claim? What is the scientific basis for such a powerful concept? The answer is nothing. There is no basis whatsoever. Everything that has been studied in this sense points to the same conclusion. Alkaline water is useless in disease prevention and, in certain cases, depending on the water's pH, can even be harmful and contribute to alkalosis. In 2019, Veja Saúde, the website of publisher Abril, published the article originally produced for Questão de Ciência magazine, written by Dr. Alicia Kowalczewski, a doctor, teacher, and researcher on this subject at the Institute of Chemistry at USP. The title itself is categorical and conclusive. Alkaline water does not cure anything and cannot give you back your youth. Another publication that carries a similar title is in the website of the Osvaldo Cruz Diabetes and Obesity Center. The article is even more compelling and draws the public's attention. Warning: alkaline water does not improve your health. So we come to a very interesting point which deserves to be highlighted and demystified. What is blood alkalinity and what is water alkalinity exactly? This is very confusing to many people. Very alkaline water can be a problem, as experts say, because before water gets to the bloodstream, it passes through the stomach and intestine. These are acidic environments, and they should stay that way. Drinking large amounts of alkaline water for long periods can interfere with this condition, just as very acidic water is considered inappropriate for consumption. The Brazilian Ministry of Health has established that the pH of water for human consumption must be in the range pH 6 to pH 9.5. So any water that has the minimum requirements for consumption and is in this range does not change anything in the human body, nor does it affect human health. Hydration will happen in the same way and play the proper role in our body. So forget it. It has been proven again and again that alkaline water is just a gimmick. It is a somewhat dangerous pitch without any kind of support. What we need to keep in mind is the oxygenation and pH of the blood. It is these characteristics of blood, and not exactly of water, that have a bearing on the functions and balance of the human body. Hundreds of diseases, including cancer, are related to blood acidosis. Blood is slightly basic, with a normal pH between 7.35 and 7.45. And even if you have at times a diet rich in acids, the body itself has mechanisms to balance and normalize the pH. This only fails to happen if a person has a serious health condition. Therefore, what is needed is a routine that nourishes our body with what will preserve its normal characteristics and contribute to maintaining its balance. And this is where blood pH comes in, and it plays a fundamental role in this. As we said at the outset, many studies into water were scientifically sound and showed that water can be a powerful ally in the search for this balance within the body. It was in this context that the magnetic treatment of water emerged. In the same way that water must be treated in order to make it suitable for human consumption, it should also be subjected to a magnetic field before being used as drinking water. But where does this need come from? Let's take things gradually. First, the water that most people drink has lost its original structural characteristics from when it was alive in nature. In springs, streams, and rivers, water is constantly moving. This favors its oxygenation, in addition to its structure being composed of small molecules, which increases its hydration power in the body. When water is stored or kept in containers, its surface tension is altered. Thus it becomes much heavier, with the formation of large molecule clusters, which are completely disorganized and lose oxygen. This molecular change compromises the penetration of water into cells that form organ tissues. But the original characteristics of water, so necessary for a good cellular hydration, can be restored. This is where magnetic treatment comes in. When water is subjected to a magnetic field, an event called hydrolysis occurs, which means breaking up of water. That is, the movement caused by the molecules causes a rupture of the clusters and promotes rearrangement into much smaller structures. Thus, these H2O molecules penetrate the cells much more easily, promoting better cellular hydration and cleaning. The second point observed in the various studies carried out with magnetized water is that it contributes to a reduction of excess of free radicals. How does this happen? When water undergoes magnetic treatment, there is an ionic dissociation, that is, the H2O water molecule formed by two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom breaks up, releasing hydroxyl ions and hydrogen ions. Excess free radicals that are present in the body are negative ions, and they combine with hydrogen ions forming new H2O molecules, thus removing them from the body. This is a very simple chemical equation that has been observed by several researchers. The third point is about the contribution to the maintenance of blood alkalinity, helping the mechanisms of our body. In hydrolysis, as we have seen, there are negative hydroxyl ions left over. This hydroxyl reacts with magnesium and calcium ions present in vital environments of our body, forming alkaline hydroxyls, in this case magnesium and calcium hydroxyls. These reactions help in the maintenance of blood pH and oxygen content. It is for all these reasons that water treated magnetically helps in the maintenance of good health. Dr. Geraldo Balieiro from the University of São Paulo, along with his team of researchers from USP in Ribeirão Preto, started researching with rats in the laboratory in 2013 and found precisely that. He measured an increase in blood oxygen saturation in rats subjected to a diet with water magnetized using a psilocybin device produced by Timol, compared to rats in the control group, which drank normal water. The formation of alkaline hydroxyls also showed the potential of water treated magnetically in the prevention of osteoporosis. The group of rats that drank magnetized water displayed an increase in bone mass, an increase in bone mineral density, and an increase in bone resistance, which was not observed in the control group. In 2014, the previous study, also led by Dr. Geraldo Balieiro Neto, was accepted by the international scientific community and presented at the 17th Bioactive Food Conference in Dallas, United States, and published in the Manual of Practices of the institution linked to the FDA, similar to the Anvisa in Brazil. Later, in 2017, the Journal of Clinical Densitometry, one of the most important scientific medical journals in the world, also published the results that these Brazilian researchers obtained in full, making the use of water treated magnetically for the prevention of osteoporosis a legitimate practice. Several other studies carried out by renowned institutions also achieved surprising results, and not only for human health. The outcomes of this research are relevant for agribusiness. The São Paulo APTA concluded that a diet that includes magnetized water led to an increase in production and improvement of milk quality in Jersey cows, with a reduction of somatic cells. At UNESP, Drs. Fernando Puti and Luís Roberto Almeida carried out studies with vegetables and concluded that irrigation with magnetized water promotes an increase in production, reduction of harvesting time, increase in weight of leaves and fruits. At Araguari, in the experimental field Isidoro Bronze, in partnership with Embrapa Café, INUB and UF, over 6 harvests they noticed that irrigating coffee with magnetized water increased production by 40%, decreased bienniality, and increased resistance to pests, with a water saving of 50%. In other words, in addition to increasing and improving production, magnetized water also has a positive impact on the environment. The study was presented at the 42nd Coffee Research Congress and is part of the annals of that Congress. In short, there is bad water, there is normal water, there is good water, and then there is magnetized water. Therefore, when faced with the existing evidence around the effects of water, the intervention that has been shown scientifically and practically to be really effective is the use of magnetically treated water. Magnetized water is ideal for human consumption. Timol is a pioneer in the production of this technology. The product has been the subject of several studies and research projects and was acclaimed at the National Congress, receiving a certificate of suitability for the process of treatment and magnetic correction of water, with its technology being included in the framework of integrative health practices, which together make up the collection of systems and methods registered with that parliamentary institution. Psilocybin, health that comes from water. Timol, improving people's lives.
A água é um elemento que há muito chama a atenção de estudiosos. Um, Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to coming here today. We are in Sunday, but we take these days, this opportunity to come in here today. We have, as leader, is today is Claudia Santana, and she's from Brazil, but today she's living in Spain. She is bring this business first in London with as Simone, who introduced me this business, this opportunity. And I have my friend, Dr. Hoyal, in Nigeria. So he go to explain you guys what is happening in this water. And he used this water to give his patient. So, and then we are here today to share it as well with you guys. And I hope so you can take consideration this day, this opportunity, and be open mind. Yeah, because when we open mind, we can take it serious. Sometimes we have some people to share this opportunity, or to have just the product, or to have the opportunity to grow the business and help other people. But I will ask you today, take just little time, just concentrate on this opportunity. Yeah, I'm very happy and to be here. Thank you.
Well done, Natalia. Thank you for inviting us. Nice to meet you, Dr. Royal.
Nice to
And
meet you too.
welcome to our company. We are very glad to have persons with your to give us support. So nice to meet you. And so I will introduce myself. I'm Claudia Santinon. I own this on this company from nearly 5 years. On February will be 5 years. I knew this psilocymol. I haven't any idea about the water. I know the importance of the water, but I didn't know how to improve the quality of my water and how important it is to our health quality. It's not the healing, a total healing, but we can have a must quality of life. I haven't any illness, any important illness, but I feel um, most energy. I sleep most better now. My skin is um, more, I feel more young than 5 years ago. So uh, my body is completely changed, help in my loss weight. So a lot of benefits since I changed my water quality. Was very easy. We will explain how you can do it as well. So I'm absolutely right. My cells is 100% hydrated now, and that make all difference on my body and my family body healthy. And um, the part of the business as well. So this business changed my life. I have a freedom economy now. I have a freedom geography. I can be anywhere in the world, and I can do this this job, this business from from my home. I can keep it with my family. So that was completely changed in my life. So I'm glad you are here to know about it maybe can change your healthy or your finances as well, like it make it to us. So, Dr. Hoyle, please tell us about this technology who is helping thousands of peoples around the world. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Claudia, and thank you, Natalia. It's a really, really big honor to be in this meeting today. I've never been on this particular meeting, and so it's my first time on this particular one. I want to thank you for inviting me to be here today. I want to thank God because I've had a few months of experience with this amazing, amazing company and amazing water. And in these few months, the journey has been so beautiful, right? I think my journey started in December last year, when a good friend of mine, he introduced me to his son, who was having some relatively very disturbing health conditions, right? And these health conditions had to do with, um, let's say, the GIT, the stomach, which had so much acid in it and indigestion and all of that. And of course, my friend's son has been doing all he could. He's even been to the UK and seen the experts, taking great medications, but to a great extent, not much improvement because of the extent of the condition. And here we were, trying all we could. We get improvements, and of course, it will reverse because there's an ongoing condition which has to constantly be managed. So what happened was I got interested in water. I knew that his condition was going to be helped by alkaline water, and I had different sources in the past which I tried to get for him, but then I couldn't get it because there were some delays. And here I was, I've known Simone, and she reached out to me, Natalia, and she reached out to me and said, I'd like to share about this water. And of course, I was looking for water for this my friend's son. And I said, okay, I'm interested. Let me hear the science. And I heard it, I was interested in it, and boom, here we are. So much evidence, so much science, so much impact in a very short time, not only in his life, also in my own life and people around me. So, what are we talking about? We're talking about Silosimo. Okay, this is a very wonderful technology that's existed for over 21 years, right, from Brazil. Okay, and if you watched the video earlier, it talked about the founder of this great technology has impacted so much life. Now, what is making this unique? Because our body is made up of water, 70% made up of water. And so it's very important the kind of water we take into our bodies. When you get the majority of the right kind of water, your body is always going to detoxify and do well. Just like you driving a vehicle, not putting in the right kind of gas, of course, the vehicle is not going to run well. Okay, or not taking in the right kind of food, you're going to spoil your health. So here we are, we have different kinds of water, and the lead video we just watched now shared why our waters can be affected. Because number one, naturally, water is meant to come from great habitats, flowing rivers, streams, rocks. But then so much technology has come in, and we now get our waters from under the ground, which is majorly borehole and all. And so we have to sustain this, we have to transport this, and through all these processes, we lose the vital nutrients and the vitality of what the original water should look like, or what it should taste like, or the efficacy and the uses of this water. When we are taught from as in children in science, we're taught that has different forms. You have the hard water, you have the soft water, and all of that. So what we've seen in technology, a lot has changed over time. And then this is why we're so excited about what Timol has for us, because it has been able to help us achieve this quality we've lost with the space of time. Now, what happens to water? You know, a lot of research has gone through, we've been told in this video, the illustration, a lot of research has shown that it is the magnetization of this water that helps us achieve alkalinity of the blood, right? Not just drinking alkaline water. Why? Because I know the impact of this. It may sound vague or some people may not understand it, but going back to the story I started with, when I, you know, because where I am, I'm here in Nigeria. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself properly. I'm Dr. Royal, a practicing medical doctor in Lagos, Nigeria, okay, Africa. And so for over a decade, I've been practicing and I'm very passionate about preventive healthcare. And so when it comes to technology, I listen and I follow and I include great technologies to my management of my patients and myself. So when it came to this very big patient I was talking about, I remember going to, since he's my friend's and son, remember visiting him to try to, because we already ordered for his own device, but it wasn't yet in the country. And of course, he wasn't getting himself, he was still very ill. I had to visit him with my own device to try to make water for him. Getting there, I saw a very popular alkaline water in my environment, but because we already started the procedure of preparation for this water, I was initially discouraged, but I said, "What? You're already here. Let's make it done. Let's get it done." And so this, my friend, has been drinking alkaline water since the beginning of the year, beginning of this year, 2025, up till like over 6 months. That was till maybe June. I met him. I went to make that water for him, or June, July, and I made this water for him. And of course, I had faith, and I left. What happened? Few days afterwards, because he was ill and didn't have enough energy, he noticed he had enough energy to resume work. That was about 2 days after he started drinking the Timol water. But 2 days afterwards, he had enough energy to resume work. And then the weekend came. I asked, okay, so how is it? How is your belching? How is your stomach? He said, not much improvement, but I'm okay. I'm there. I'm fine. That was it. And then, of course, Timol water doesn't stop you from taking all kinds of wonderful supplements if you're into supplementation. So you can take your water and take any medication or supplement you're on. And of course, I had already made plans for him to start some supplements. While he was trying, I was waiting for the payments to get him those supplements. Lo and behold, about a week, he was just, instead of just telling me about him paying for supplements, he telling me, oh, doctor, you know, this right now, this is like this water is working so well. I feel my body right now, I feel the belching has reduced over a great percent. In fact, right now, the quality of my life has so improved. I'm better, I'm happier. This was just not up to 2 weeks of drinking this water. And so the impact is very unique and obvious. You know, what we have is very different from what is out there. If you don't understand, you think the science of magnetization of water is just, oh, it's just a gimmick. No, it's not. It makes a whole lot of difference. And then the choice of alkalinity in our water, which is magnesium and calcium, which is contained when it is explained in the video, you know, when the water is exposed to the magnets, you begin to have breakdown of the molecules, right? It's hydrolyzed and broken down to OH and the hydrogen ion. And so we now have the formation of weak alkali from the magnesium and the calcium when it combines the OH ion in this water. And so when we are exposed to this water, a lot of benefits are there, especially with the magnesium. In fact, magnesium has been known to have a lot of benefits with the GIT tract, with the guts. So it helps people to go to toilet freely. It helps calm the nerves, helps people to sleep better. There's so much benefit with magnesium. And that's why you see a lot of people when you're having stomach upset, you have magnesium component of Mismark or whatever, magnesium trisilicate or whatever it is. That's what you are given to take, right? And how about you having such a thing in your water on a daily basis? You barely have such, you know, interference with your GIT tract. You're constantly repairing your body, constantly healing your body. You don't know the extent to which this is happening until you begin to, if you stay away from this kind of water for a while, you will see the impact it has had in your life. And so he started drinking the water, and in a very short while I keep checking up on him, he keeps giving me better, result and telling me he's getting a lot better and better. And so the last time I asked him out, how are you doing? What's up with the water? I said, the question he asked was, so when is this device going to expire? I told him, you have 5 years. He said, oh my God, he was so excited. Why? Because this is what he's been battling with for over 2 years. 2 years, you have to watch what you eat. You have to eat before 6 p.m. so that you have enough time to digest your meal. You have to eat little portions, and even in those little portions, you're not sure if you're going to still digest it. Keep belching at intermittent times. You cannot go out to go and socialize because you're out there, you can be embarrassed. So it was a whole lot of challenge that just our water adding to every other thing he was doing made a whole lot of difference. So, and I must say, this is not just him. In fact, I remember my brother visited one of my aunts who lost her husband. Her BP skyrocketed, and she's been on 2 sets of BP medications. And I sent her this water to take. And in about a month, she's someone that is very open-minded and talks a lot. And because she's like my aunt, she speaks, this doctor, this herbal doctor, what a native doctor. She likes calling me native doctor, right? And so when I sent the water to her, when I asked her about a month, she said, I finished the water. How's your BP? It's okay. That was the impact. That's what she said to me. But I knew the meaning of the okay because I remember when she was complaining that her BP was high, she was really bitter then. So the okay means is doing well. I just didn't bother myself until my brother visited like some months ago. She started telling my brother, "Oh, thank you, do thank Dr. Royal for me. He really helped me a lot. He has been there for me when I wasn't feeling fine. He sent me water." My brother said it. I said, "Okay, so this water is doing so well. All right." So I was, encouraged to do more for people as much as possible because you don't know how far this is going to go. I remember a friend of mine whose grandmother was also ill with cancer. She was already been told that she has a short while to live, but she's still doing fine, and God is helping her through as she started the water alongside other therapies she's on. So this is a unique thing that is not only applicable to human health, it's also wonderful in our pets, in animals, in our farms, both plants and animals, to whatever extent, as the science says, you can use it for anything. You can use it to have your bait so you look fresher. You can use it in cooking, you can use it to make your tea. You can just enjoy this combination of magnesium and calcium on your daily activity. And I must tell you, when you have enough calcium in your body, your blood pressure, your blood sugar begins to respond better to your medications. Your heart begins to, pump better. Your blood flow is a lot better. Because I've seen people who have known themselves for poor cholesterol control, but as they started drinking this water, the impact was so unique that their medications just worked almost instantly, and they didn't need to be on, constant anti-lipid medications anymore. They could just control themselves, and they're doing well because of what this water does with lipid control. It really helps with so much impact in lipid control. I've seen multiple people with such impact. So it's something that we need to share with a lot of people. We need to understand it, and good enough, there's also a business for it. As you're helping people, you need to, attach yourself to the business so you can have enough to give to those who cannot afford. When you're into the business, you can have enough money to be able to send water to those who cannot afford it and, impact lives generally. So yes, Timol is touching lives around the world, and we are glad we have this opportunity in Africa, in Nigeria, and we can't wait. We are doing what we can, but we can't wait to take it on a larger scale into the market to touch more lives over here. So thank you. If you have questions, feel free to arrange them. Welcome, Simone. Nice to see you here.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. What I was to say, we have this product, no? This one we put in the water, yeah, and this one you talk about, the
Yes.
calcium, yeah, and this one is as a key in this business, yeah. You have still some more, so Huh? No, I was to tell about this still small. What you can do, put in as home. Yeah, this is take to in the home, but we have as well the small one keep to take to gym and walking or travel with it. Yeah, yeah, this is it. I don't know if someone have a question. Yeah, this one Claudia have. Yeah, yeah. This one we take to travel and gym. Yeah, this is what. Okay. Yeah. um, Anyone have a question? Oh, see if we have it here. How we can see. We have some question. Put in the chat. How many people is there? Just 5. Yeah. No one have a question. No have no question. Okay. I think so. We have.
Open your micro.
Yeah. I'm going to introduce you for 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay. My friend, she's a doctor as well. She's here. He's from Brazil. I met her for many years in London. So we do business. And then she's going to talk about her experience in this business, in this water, and her have her daughter as well drink a lot of the water, and Victoria. So we are happy to have in here to her. She going to talk about her experience. Okay, I'm going to give you her the. Her.
Hello, everyone. Hello, doctor, my friend. Hello, guys. My name is Vanessa. This is my daughter, Victoria. Assim, onde está o microfone?
Não temos microfone. Pode falar, mas assim eles ouvem lá
Sim.
também.
Deixa eu tirar aqui para
They
onde
said they don't listen.
Okay. Hello. Can everyone listen to me?
Yes, perfect. Carry on.
Okay. Hello, doctor, my friend, Dr. Royal. My name is Vanessa. This is my daughter, Victoria. I will just be very brief. I was introduced to psilocybin and to this water a few years ago. So I think it's about 2 years that I'm drinking this water. So without getting into much technical stuff, as the Dr. Royal spoke quite a bit for us, I just want to say about my experience. So I started to drink this water because when I was pregnant, after my baby's birth, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia syndrome, and I had the postnatal depression as well. So I was having lots of flares of fibromyalgia. Apart from this, my daughter is 4, and she was born with 4 breathing disorders. So I'm a single mom with fibromyalgia syndrome, had postnatal depression, and my daughter was born with 4 breathing disorders. So life was quite difficult. So I started to drink this water, and I noticed that in our daily life for both of us, I don't have fibromyalgia flares. I don't have the flare-ups as I used to have. In fact, the last flare I had was about 1 year ago. Bear in mind that I was on a wheelchair. So for me, it was very beneficial. Also, my daughter, she's only 4 and she drinks 2 bottles of this per day. And her breathing disorders have improved significantly to the point that I don't need to give her like corticoids as I used to, and she can sleep better. She suffers of sleep apnea, and in fact, last week she was with the machine plugged into her body to sleep because I'm doing some tests with her health. But she's sleeping every night. She's sleeping for 12 hours, and she's not having the asthma crisis as before and the bronchitis, and I'm not giving corticoids as I was giving to her every single day. So this is just my experience without talking about physiology and pathology and get very boring. Yes, Dr. Royal. When we talk about physiology and pathology, it's very boring for people. So I just want to give my testimonial, like what I do with my baby, and that's working for us. And thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you. Thank you, Claudia. Hola. And finally, I met you
Oh,
virtually.
nice to
I
meet you.
I know about you. I knew about Dr. Royo. It's very nice to meet you. And Simone, I think, is quiet at the moment. But
Yeah.
thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Nice to
Bye-bye.
meet
Thank
you all
you for
too.
your.
Nice to meet you all.
Bye.
Bye, Victoria.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Pretty girl.
Fecha agora para começar o outro.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Claudia. Thank you very much, Dr. Real. We go to start now, 3 o'clock. We have a meeting in Portuguese. And, well, yes, yes. And we said thank you for you guys. And then we talk later on after this meeting. I'll call you. Yeah, we can discuss more about more product in Nigeria. No? I'm going to
Okay.
US by next week, so I will see what we have to do to send more product there to help
Okay.
people. And thank you, Kelvin. Kelvin is my friend, my best friend in London, but he is very lazy to come in. But these days, I told him he will be in her house to see this opportunity. So he's here. I'm very happy to see you here. Yeah, thank you. Now we go to close this Portuguese speaking. We go to start Portuguese. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, baby. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, we can talk before going. Yeah. But, and then we can start the Portuguese. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Okay, bye.